Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. I'm Brett Chapin, that's Daisy Egan, and we are joined today by the winner of this year's Cabaret Idol, Miss Bonnie Salutikoff. If you have any questions for Bonnie, make sure you give us a call at 1-800-336-2225. Grab a pen, that's 1-800-336-2225. And hello, by the way, to engineer Paul Madrid.
Paul Madrid!
Hi.
Paul, I thought I saw you the other day, but it wasn't you. That's an exciting story
twin.
I just told.
Yeah.
Bonnie,
Yes.
just want you to know, I'm live tweeting. I'm not ignoring you.
Okay. Are you tweeting about me, though?
I am.
Okay, then
Wait,
that's
are
good.
you on Twitter?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, at Bonnie. Okay, I got it. Go for it, Brett.
Oh, I'm pushing Bonnie's microphone. All
I
right.
know, that was sort of gross.
So what's going on here?
Going on. Hey, Bonnie. So you are a vocalist, but you didn't begin singing. You began acting. Is that right?
I began in musical theater.
Mhm.
My
How-
first show was Fame, but it was like child Fame.
I wanna live
Awesome.
forever.
It's a
Nice.
horrible show, but I love that series. Go on.
I'm actually going to talk about it in my show too, because my first song that I auditioned with was a Fame song, and then they gave me this song that they like give to children in the show. Like it's like this really dorky song where you like actually, okay, this is an embarrassing story, but it's funny. So it's called "I Love Myself Just the Way I Am." It's like a self-help song, I think. And they have you wear like your outfit, your costume, but they put all these things on you like a boa and gloves, and they make you like strip them off one at a time, like not in a sexy way, but in like a
like
funny
stripping
way.
away the layers.
Yeah,
and
but
this
like
is-
that's
Right.
weird, and
It
I
is a
didn't like
little
that.
weird.
I was 6, and I was like, "This is not cool."
What's up?
I had an audition after the very first show I did for a community theater production of Cinderella, and I'd never done that before, so I didn't know that everybody auditioning was about to watch me audition. And I swear to God, the pianist had my sheet music upside down, like he was playing a different song. And I think I got off the stage and just wept.
Oh,
And then I got cast as girl number 1. And then I quit it to go to Les Mis. What's up?
Which is clearly much better than being cast as girl number 2.
Yeah. Yes, Bonnie. You just mentioned your show. Can
I
you?
did?
Can you? Yes, you did. Welcome to La La Land. So tell us a little bit about it. What is it? What's happening? What's the name?
my
what's
show
the
is
deal?
called Bonnie Slutikoff, in my own words. It was named by producer James Mooney, just in his critique of one of my weeks of Cabaret Idol, and he's like, "I could kind of see you with your show, Bonnie Slutikoff, in my own words," because I write some of my stuff. I do a lot of parodies.
I was there one night when you did parody. It was excellent. I'm a huge
you.
fan of rewritten lyrics. So.
I did parodies probably almost every other week of Cabaret Idol. I've been
Nice.
writing them forever. Like I can't not write them. If I hear a song, I'm like, I think the actual words are. So
you can make a career out of that. I mean, for real, you could.
that'd be fun.
It's pretty awesome.
So you started in musical theater. You were young, and then you went on, I'm assuming, to high school and college to study?
I did.
Yeah, where'd you study?
I went to Cal State Northridge. I didn't study theater. I was more sensible, so I studied creative writing instead.
Ooh,
That's
smart
way
girl.
sensible, right?
Yeah.
Because
Nice.
there's
It's
a
a
lot
big
of jobs.
career in that.
Right? Yeah.
All right.
But actually, I do have a day job as an editor for a Poker Player newspaper, so I do like make
That's
sure that.
awesome.
I
But she
use
doesn't
some
play
sensible
poker.
way. I don't.
Interesting.
Do you know that I'm developing a show right now called I Survived the Job?
Really?
And it's about survival jobs. So if you have any wacky ones, you got to let me know.
I had a lot of really weird jobs. Like I like my job. It's great and it's more stable than some things I've done. But I was really reluctant to sit at a desk and do anything because I'm not around people a lot. So I had all these weird jobs. Like I taught crafts, like arts and crafts, to like very very old people,
Nice.
like at like some kind of developmental care place.
You're like, I
and
can't open the
I was a
glue. My
nanny.
fingers don't work anymore.
I was a camp counselor at like a sports camp. Like I broke my finger. I should have run because I broke my
Nice.
finger at training.
Bonnie,
So you've
how do
kind of
you-
done it all.
Sorry.
Done it all.
How do you spell your name so I can tweet you properly?
My last name is Sludikoff.
Oh, I had it except for the last F. Leave off the last F for faving. You don't know that jingle?
No.
Leave off the last S for savings. It's a mattress thing. Okay, it's New York. Never mind. Leave me alone.
Can we get back to the interview with Bonnie real quick?
Hold on. Yes, we can.
All right.
All right.
Bonnie, so you were studying and you went to college and you developed all this, and then you ended up at Cabaret Idol.
I did.
How did you get involved with them, and tell us a little bit about that experience? Yeah.
I'm trying to think of where I first heard about it. It might have been like an ad, or I don't remember where, but I saw it and I was like, that sounds just like what I do. Because it was like, well, it's not American Idol, it's like cabaret, it's an intimate setting and it's more personable, and I could probably get away with singing some like Broadway stuff there as opposed to like a pop singing competition.
Yeah.
I didn't really do any pop ever before I did Cabaret Idol, but it's kind of opened my repertoire a little bit. So now I have some songs that I'll do that are not by like Broadway composers, which is good.
Yeah, it's good to have a nice
growth.
wide open repertoire.
Did you see yourself? Did you see yourself winning? I mean, that's a silly question. Did you see yourself winning? Of course, you saw yourself winning. But did you ever think that it would have the effect that it's had for you professionally? I would assume that it's kind of boosted your career in a certain way.
I mean, it's still very recent. This was just a couple months ago. So, but it's cool. It's definitely a very validating thing to when an audience like gets you in a way or like likes what you do.
Yeah.
So that's helpful, and I hope that a lot of things will come out of it. I've definitely made a lot of connections and networked with a lot of people through it. And
we were talking during the pre-interview that Cabaret Idol actually, like, people go see it. Mm-hmm. You never know whose friend is in the audience that's like a TV exec or like a record producer.
And the original Shaft was in our audience like the first night, I think.
That is cool.
I wish I'd been there.
That's really cool.
And Bonnie, you were telling us also about a web series, which sounds fascinating to me. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I co-wrote and co-produced and directed and starred in, did pretty much everything for this web series called Bayberry Hall that will someday air. I'm hoping it'll be about this fall. And it's about 4 resident advisors at a university, a fictional university in LA, and they have all these, adventures that they go through. I was an RA in college, so I had a lot of experience in this. And it goes through a lot of different genres, like there's a musical episode, a sci-fi episode, and it also covers like serious topics. So it like strives to entertain, but also like teach college kids about surviving college.
That's sort of awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, you don't hear of any shows about RAs. I don't think that's something that's been tapped yet. So that's great.
And one thing that was interesting that you brought up in the pre-interview was that you did a lot of research before you wrote it to see like what people respond to, and I really think that's really smart to do instead of just throwing darts.
Like,
at
here's the
wall.
camera, and here go.
Yeah.
It's not about what you respond to; it's about what your audience responds
Right.
to.
Well, and actually, like we have a SAG new media agreement, so we were allowed to use SAG actors. We had to do a lot of research, but the thing is, it's a new media. It's like brand new. There's a lot of web series, but it's not more than 10 or 15 years old, and it's already it's kind of sad, but it's almost kind of already a dying media because I think a lot of people don't do the research. And so you see a lot of things that are kind of thrown together. But if you take the time to look at it and like think about who's going to watch my show and how long should each episode be and what am I really trying to accomplish, then you can get a lot out of it.
The studios are now taking over. I mean, it's sort of like when independent independent movies started, and they really were independent movies, and then like Sony got in on it and Fox got in on it, and suddenly it became like, this is Sony's independent arm, and it's like, well, it's still Sony. I think that's happening now with web series
probably
too.
Yeah. The best thing though is that like you have the freedom. Like I was like, well, I want to play a really great role, so I'm going to write myself a great role, and I want like you get to control a lot of things. So
yeah, doing it on your own. You're just taking your career.
It's like, well, nobody
by the
cast me in
horns.
a series, so I'm going to make my own, and then maybe a producer will see that, or maybe
We're proponents of that here.
Yeah, such a smart thing to do. Guys, we're talking with singer and songwriter Bonnie Salutikoff and actress Bonnie Salutikoff.
And writer and producer.
Oh my gosh, she does it all. If you have any questions for Bonnie, make sure you give us a call at 1-800-336-2225. That's 1-800-336-2225. We'll be back on La La Land with Brett and Daisy on CRN Digital Talk.